Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. I'm Adam and this is just ranking all the Kahunas in Sun and Moon and Ultra and Ultra Moon. In my opinion, the Kahunas, well, they are like the big bads. They're like the hardest battles of each island, the strongest train on each island actually. But what I need to say about them is that there's only 4 of them, so this isn't going to be a really long video. This is my opinion, so if your opinion is different, please in the comments below who your favourite Kahuna is. And I'd like to see a good conversation going on about that. But anyway, this is going to be a really short video. 4th place is Hapu, the ground type Kahuna and the Kahuna of Pony Island. In the games and in the anime, it's shown that it was not the Kahuna when you arrived on Pony Island, but shortly after you do, she becomes the Kahuna to take over for her grandfather, who I believe passed away. So yeah, that's kind of a good story. However, I really hate Hapu's personality in the anime, and her team on both ends, game and anime, I find kind of easy actually, especially when you are using a multi-type team like most people would when playing through that game. Because of that, it's just rather easy, and it's only challenging when you use a monotype team, and I should know. But moving on, 3rd place is Hala, the fighting type Kahuna, and the Kahuna of Mele Mele Island. It's the first island you go. It's the first island you go over, so the kind of the easiest Kahuna. Fight it. Well, you should have at least a flying type by then, whether it's your starter or it's a Pokemon you encounter on Route 3. You should definitely have a flying type by then. If you manage to catch an Abra, you should have a psychic type. Meaning it should be easy and you don't have really much to worry about. So you have a ghost type, he can't hurt you. He can't hurt you as bad with a Z move or like every Pokemon's moves at the start of their levels and all that. So the worst he can hit you with is a dark type move, but if you outspeed enough and do enough damage, you're good if you have a ghost type. 2nd place is Olivia, the rock type Kahuna and the Kahuna of Akala Island. Personally, my favourite in the anime, because her personality is so all over the place and she's very clumsy, which I find kind of funny. In the games, not as good, but she's still memorable. One of the Elite Four, like Acerola and Hala. But this one actually stays to the Elite Four in both games and is also a Kahuna. So stronger than Acerola and Elite Four longer than Hala. Anything else to say about Olivia? Probably I like the fact it's a rock type leader as an Elite Four member and a Kahuna. So then it's like showing that it's a type which is normally quite bad is shown to be really good at the same time. Like a rock type user being shown to have in a good position is something which I like a lot. And she actually presents a bit of a challenge if you let her Probopass use Thunder Wave or let her set up with Stealth Rock, which I believe she does, I can't remember though. And of course she has that weather thing that I was talking about with Clay, with Sandstorm, and then having a Pokemon that can really do well in Sandstorm with Sandveil or something. It's pretty formidable. Moving on. Number 1 is of course Nanu, the dark type Kahuna and the Kahuna of Ula Ula Island. Honestly, it makes sense for my favourite Kahuna to be the Kahuna of the largest island. Where do I start with him? I like his team, even though it has 2 Pokemon I despise, Sableye and Alolan Persian. But it doesn't change the fact every time I go against him, I always have fun doing it. Even if I'm struggling, I have fun going against him. In the anime, he was a bit bland and boring, but I think that was what they were going for, and I liked that actually. Um, in the games, I already said his team is really good and really infuriating at times. And if you, oh yeah, and if you know about it, you can go to a restaurant after you beat him in Malay City, and you can get 8 heart scales from him, which is insane. And easiest way to farm heart scales actually. Go to that restaurant every day, and you get 8 heart scales for free. So that is something really good, and I need to do it today actually. And that I believe is actually, yeah, I think that's actually everything. Not much else to talk about with these kahunas. So that is all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below, and I'll see you next time.